Welcome to the second game of the season between the Markham Waxers and the Innisfil Winterhawks. So last time these teams met, it's been a little while since then. The Winterhawks won 6-1. It was not a great outing for the Waxers in that game, as they struggled mightily. So we'll see how they do. In this game, they're coming off a strong showing against Barry Colts White. They took a 3-1 lead into the third period. But one of their goalies, Tristan Belay, suffered a concussion in that game. So it looks like it's the second of the season, so it looks like he'll be out for the rest of the season. So at least in this game, the Waxers playing with just one goalie. Anthony Garden net tonight. Mark Muntianu wrestles for the puck. The Winterhawks recover it, so they drive it in behind the net and out into the corner. So Waxers get on him. Nolan McIntosh picks up the puck, tries to get it forward, but the Winterhawks cut off his approach. So they get the pass through now, 2-on-2. Shot by Anthony Gard. Rebound comes out to Jacob Ryan. He passes it forward. Nolan McIntosh stops at the line now. Ryan back to Matthew McInnis. Send it up through to Nolan McIntosh. Winterhawks intercepted it though. Now delayed offside. Waxers control the puck. Matthew McInnis passes it over to Andrew Spence and recovers it a little there. Winterhawks drive to the front of the net, but the Waxers are able to get the puck away from them. Winterhawks circle around behind the net and Jacob Ryan strips him of the puck. Mark Mutino goes across, just past Logan Sikora, and the Winterhawks defenseman takes it. As he goes on the rush up the ice. Circles around behind the net. Still got the puck in the corner now with room. Now centering pass. Goes through everyone. Winterhawks pass it back behind the net. Now centering pass right in front of shot. Stopped by Anthony Gard. Puck's right on the crease and Max Pocher able to pick it up. Gets it up to Logan Sikora. Skips past Winterhawks defenseman, and big hit there. Logan Sikora got him down. Pocher tries to keep it in. Jasper Brissad back into Max Pocher, and behind the net, Logan Sikora out in front now. Winterhawks intercept it. They start up the ice. And back now, Ronan Spence. He fires it back into the zone. Hawks regroup from behind the net. And Andreas Santos skates over to collect the puck, but the Winterhawks get it back from him. So they enter into the zone towards the net. Shot missed wide. Now puck in the corner. Hawks try to get the pass through. Nolan McIntosh gets it. Out to center now. Defenseman bats it away from the incoming Waxers. Now back again, Andreas Santos. Nice job as he skates back to take the puck. Up the boards to Nolan McIntosh. Cuts into the zone. Stops there. Gets it to Andreas Santos. He shoots redirector in front. Daniel Guevara can get enough on the shot. Now back out again, Max McMahon. Trying to take it into the zone. Dumps it in. Over to the corner. Daniel Guevara tries to get there. Sent back behind the net. Winterhawks get to the puck. Winterhawks deep past him, and Matthew McInnis bats it away, but right back to the Winterhawks, and they're called offside. Logan Sikora trying to get it through. Puck stops at the blue line. Winterhawks enter the zone 2-on-1. Player mishandled it. Covers it now, sends it into the corner. Let's throw him back around again. No Winterhawks there. Logan Sikora trying to get it up and out of the zone. Flies through the air, comes back down. Looks like a hand pass may have been called. Waxers win it back. Ronan Spence shoots it up the boards. Winterhawks retreat back into the zone. Looking to start a breakout. They try to get the puck past Ronan Spence. Logan Sikora now gets it back in for Jacob Ryan. To the net. Shoots it. And the goalie scoops it up for the save. Now shot from Waxers, fired wide. McInnis skates in to try and take the puck. Winterhawks retrieve it now. Daniel Guevara, nice job to keep it in the zone. Now the Winterhawks able to break out. Now enter the zone 2-on-1. McInnis goes down, centering pass, goes across, back out to the Hawks in the corner, and Max McMahon steals the puck off them. So Waxers break out. Fires it into the zone for the dump and chase. Hawks try to get it behind the net. Now they have some room as they get the pass up the boards. Now up ice. Player comes in 1-on-2. Matthew McInnis pokes it away from him. Hawks hold it in at the line. Goes to Matthew McInnis. He gets it back out. And Hawks retreat back a little. Now looking to start another charge into the zone. Now shot there is blocked. Max McMahon, he's battling in the corner now. Winterhawks win the battle. Pass it behind the net. Skips past his stick. Now nice hit is Matthew McInnis. Gets it back out. Daniel Guevara. Winterhawks able to hold it in again. Andreas Santos driving back behind the net. He goes to Matthew McInnis. Behind the net. Now up and around, Nolan McIntosh. Now across, Andreas Santos back up the boards, Nolan McIntosh. Puck's knocked off him. And Winterhawks get it through. And they lose the puck there to Ronan Spence. So he cuts back into the zone, trying to get through. And he's clobbered between the two players. Still goes to get the puck behind the net. Now knocked down Mercutino, centering pass. Nolan McIntosh pushed off Jacob Ryan, centering pass, a shot, and the goalie kept it out of the net. Puck's back out. Andrew Spence, he shoots, and it was tipped, and the goalie makes the glove save. And a couple nice saves. A couple nice saves from the Winterhawks goalie there. But the Waxers almost put it in on the centering pass, and then another good shot that was tipped. Goalie forced to make a nice glove save. Winterhawks taking it out of the zone. Puck's knocked off, goes back out to center. Now Winterhawks going into the zone. Waxers cut him off. Now they get the pass through the shot. Stopped by Anthony Yard. Rebound, another save. And he holds on to it. Which one? I have no idea. Now, puck played back, and it's chased all the way back down the ice. Battling in the corner. The Winterhawks. Puck goes out into the neutral zone. Max Pochard pushes it back into the zone. Winterhawks D with the puck. They start a breakout. Now, puck's cut off there in front of the net. And he fanned on the shot. They can recover it now. Another shot. A nice glove save by Anthony Gard. Battle on the face-off circle. Goes back to Andrew Spence. Shoots it up the boards. Logan Sikora tries to take it. Now it's back again. Andreas Santos has it. Skates after it. Enters the zone. Now going around. Centering pass. Back now. Ronan Spence tries to get it. Another centering pass. Goes out now to Ronan Spence. Knocked away by the Hawks. Andrew Spence tries to keep it in. The Winterhawks play it up the boards. Now one-on-one. The Wax is able to get back as Logan Sikora grabs the loose puck. Sends it up the boards, Nolan McIntosh. As puck, puts it into the zone. D, the long pass up the boards. Ronan Spence fires it back in. So the Waxers all change. Hawks with the puck behind the net. They start a breakout. Long cross-ice pass is retrieved. And Max McMahon stays on top of him. Puck goes behind the net. McMahon picks it up, passes to Mark Mutianu, hits off his stick, and it's back again to Max McMahon. Now, centering pass by the Winterhawks goes back out to the D. Shot was blocked in front. Chased out into the corner. Winterhawks pass behind the net. Max McMahon gets a nice hit. Out in front, Daniel Guevara tries to take it. Winterhawks trying to get it back in towards the net, and then Matthew McInnes has it. Across the blue line. Now it's back again. Jacob Ryan. Pass to Max McMahon. Long pass up to Daniel Guevara. He tips it into the zone. Now Jacob Ryan. Centering pass. Picked up by the Winterhawks. Andrew Spence bats it back. Now the Hawks retreat back in the zone. Penalties being called against the Waxers. Didn't see what happened. The Winterhawks pull the goalie. Andrew Spence goes to touch the puck. That's called. It's going to be a head contact penalty against Mark Mutianu. 2 minutes for head contact, so the Winterhawks have the first power play of the game with 44 seconds left in the first period. And the puck left the zone. The Hawks send it back in, and the Waxers clear it back down the ice. Now Roman Spence tries to take the puck. Now Max Pochar grabs it, and Winterhawks re-enter the zone. Some speed to the front of the net, and the Waxers stay in front. The block now, another pass. And the centering pass went wide back to the boards. Pass back to the defenseman. Slap shot was tipped over the crossbar. Now Andrew Spence tries to get it out. The Winterhawks still have control. Back to the defender. Now he sends it in. Right at the side of the net. Battle there. And time runs out in the first period. So, no score between the Waxers and the Winterhawks after the first 10 minutes of play. Welcome to the second period of the game between the Markham Waxers and the Innisfil Winterhawks. So, no score right now, so we enter play in the second period with the Winterhawks on the power play for another minute. They hold the puck in the zone, make a pass, looking for options, it goes back to the D. Slap shot, slap anything guard, rebound, picked up by the Winterhawks, and they score. And the Winterhawks take a 1-0 lead on the power play. "27 seconds into the second period. 1-0 Innisfil. On the face-off circle, if the Winterhawks are able to win, back to the defenseman. Now Daniel Guevara gets in front of the pass. He's got the puck behind the net, battling with the Winterhawks player. Now he loses it as it goes into the corner. Hawks retrieve it, turn back around behind the net. Now sent back to McInnes just to get it through. Jacob Ryan can get on top of it. Now the Winterhawks play it up the boards. Now it starts a 2-on-1 to the net, the shot, and he hit the post. And the puck all the way back into the defensive zone for the Winterhawks. They send it right back up again. Matthew McInnes gets there, passes it up the boards. Daniel Guevara sends it into the zone. Hawks behind the net. Get a couple passes out of the zone now. Big 2-on-1 chance again, and another nice pass in front. A shot, and they score! Up and in off the crossbar. just a minute after their first goal. The Winterhawks have a 2-0 lead. The Waxers keep allowing them to get 2-on-1s. Just like that, it's a 2-goal lead for the Winterhawks. 13.5 minutes left in the second period. Now the puck played back. Anthony Gard will cover it. When the draw, it's tipped towards the front of the net. On the crease, tried to get a shot that was blocked. Goes back behind the net. Now Winterhawks, centering pass. Player knocked off the puck, another shot. That one missed the net. Now Hawks still have the puck. Battle on the boards. Poshar gets it up for Jasper Sad. Now sent down the ice. Winterhawks regroup. Start another breakout, and puck's blocked. And Max Poshar goes back in behind the Winterhawks net. Now, long pass up, and some odd man rush for the Winterhawks. Now, stop there, trying to get a shot. Back to the front of net, centering pass, shot, and missed just wide. Now, a couple passes back and forth to the front of net, shot stopped by Anthony Gard. Max McMahon puts it up to Marco Montianu. Now Logan Sikora takes it, fires it down the ice. And Winterhawks go back for it. And a big hit from Nolan McIntosh. Logan Sikora covers the puck. Launched against the boards. And now Winterhawks carry it up the boards into the Waxers zone. Taking it to the net, deeks around. And Anthony Gard holds strong for the save as puck comes out. Nolan McIntosh tries to take it out of the zone. Now, the Dogs pass it back at the blue line. Shot in is blocked by Matthew McInnes. Now, battling in the corner. Now, Andreas Santos passes it up and skips just past Logan Sikora. Winterhawks. Back in towards the net, centering pass, couldn't get his stick on it, and Nolan McIntosh flips it up and down the ice. Logan Sikora cuts in to take the puck, and now Winterhawks check him into the boards, recover it. Now Daniel Guevara shoots, and the goalie scoops it up. Winterhawks throw it down the ice and ends up on target at the net. Anthony Gard pushes it aside. Norman Spence tries to get it back up the boards. Now centering pass by the Winterhawks, knocked away by the Waxers. And it's going back down the ice. The Winterhawks D get there. Jasper Sad stays in front of the puck, battling at the boards. Goes in behind the net. Winterhawks make a couple quick passes. And now offside is called against the Waxers. Winterhawks being very good at getting out of the zone. Make a few passes up the boards, and they're very accurate. Anytime the Winterhawks are able to get the puck off the Waxers in the zone, they almost always clear it away without it being icing. Now puck back in the zone, corner. Dogs get the pass up the boards, but he loses it there to Nolan McIntosh. He sends it back in as Max Poshar goes to pick it up behind the net. Now, Max McMahon, slap shot, it's tipped. Nolan McIntosh gets a shot, side of the net. Now he has it again, has to get it back now. McInnis there. Nice job as he gets it back into the zone. Now Max Pochard plays it off the boards. Gets it back into the zone. Nolan McIntosh now behind the net. Trying to see who he can get a pass to. Now centering pass. Mark Montano scores! And the Waxers cut the lead to 2-1. And a nice pass. Nolan McIntosh. Mark Montano, who is right on the crease in front of the net. Got her off the stick and up over the goalie's shoulder. That makes it a 2-1 game. Now Daniel Guevara takes the puck into the zone off the draw. Goalie pushes it aside. Goes back to the front of the net, and Hawks goalie covers it. Now goes back past Ronan Spence. Now the Winterhawks chase after it. Ronan Spence skating with them. He's knocked off the puck and goes to the side, centering pass in front. Anthony Gard makes a save. Winterhawks still have the puck and sent back out. Defenseman fanned on the slap shot. Puck's on the boards. Ronan Spence trying to get it out. Now drive in towards the net. The pass is a little too far. Another centering pass. Goes out to the boards. Logan Sikora battling for it now. Still against the boards. Winterhawks behind the net. Andreas Santos battling. He's taken down. No call on the play. Now a pass blocked. Andreas Santos takes it up to Daniel Guevara. Now 2-on-2. He sends it into the zone. Goalie plays it off his stick. Daniel Guevara goes to get it behind the net. He's battling. Now Winterhawks get it back out. The center line, Jasper Sad. To Matthew McInnis. Now through Daniel Guevara. Tips it over to Jacob Ryan. Now to the net. He shoots. Rebound right there. And the Waxers weren't able to get there in time as the Winterhawks cleared it away from the front. Now Jacob Ryan. The puck. And the puck goes up now into the netting. Play is stopped. Winterhawks win the draw. Pass it back behind the net. And McIntosh skates in to try and take it. Now he's battling as Winterhawks go up the boards. Max McMahon tries to keep it in the zone. Puck's back now. Jacob Ryan throws it back down the ice. Goalie stops it. So Winterhawks try to pick it up behind the net. Get off his skate. And Matthew McInnis gets a shot. Blocked by the Winterhawks. Now a player wide open in front. Now clear breakaway to the net. The shot. Glove save made by Anthony Gard. He flashes the leather on that play. Stop the breakaway. Waxers win the draw. Max Pochard passes it over to Andrew Spence. Winterhawks. Puck in the corner. Back to the D. Slap shot. Oh, and a hard block. Nolan McIntosh down on the ice. Winterhawks with the puck. They miss the net. Nolan McIntosh down on the ice. Now the Waxers touch it. Play will be stopped. And it looks like he got it right in the chest. The Waxers have suffered a bout of injuries this year. Looks like he's in some pain. Winterhawks win the face-off. Puck on the line. And back in, centering pass blocked. The Winterhawks still have the puck. Pass it in behind the net. Centering pass picked up by Andreas Santos. He clears it out of the zone. Winterhawks try to get it back in. Andreas Santos battles with him. Now he turns the puck around, back into the zone. Now battling in towards the net. And Spence stays in front of him. Now they battle. Winterhawks pass it back behind the net. Same player with the puck. Now tries to go back to the defenseman. Shot picked up by the Winterhawks. Couldn't get a shot away. Turns it back around. Passes it back into the corner. Now centering pass. And Winterhawks taken down, and Ronan Spence carries it out of the zone. And it's knocked away by the Winterhawks. And now 3-on-1 into the zone. Pass. Rebound comes out, and Ronan Spence grabs it. Clears it back to the center. Tipped into the zone by the Winterhawks. Andrew Spence picks it up. Just to get it back down the ice. It's on the ground, and the Winterhawks cut into the net. Shot, and he scores! Man, a sloppy play by it right there by the Waxers. Just kept trying to clear it as far down the ice as they could, instead of passing to the many open players that they had. Winterhawks able to pick it up, get in towards the net. Puck played back, deep into the Winterhawks zone. Max McMahon gets it into Jacob Ryan. Mediano tips it wide. Logan Sikora in front. Mark Mediano with the shot. Jacob Ryan, another shot. And the Winterhawks grab the puck. And the boards. Max McMahon back through Logan Sikora, and now plays offside. Now the Winterhawks are to charge out of the zone. Tipped in. Max McMahon gets it back up. Daniel Guevara, an open lane to the net. Slap shot, held on to by the Winterhawks goalie. Guevara with the shot, and the goalie scoops it up. Waxers win it back. Andrew Spence shoots it, but it's blocked. Now, odd man rush for the Winterhawks towards the zone. The pass right there, and one-timer missed wide. Let's just play it back behind the net. Spence gets it up now to Daniel Guevara. Through Jasper Prasad. Flex off his stick. Goes into the corner. And the Winterhawks now have it in the corner between his feet. Now back down the ice. Puck goes to McInnes. Stays in front of that player and gets to the puck first. The Winterhawks turn it around. Try to center it. Max Poshar battling. Now with Matthew McInnes. Try to get it up the board, and it looks like it went into the Waxers bench. 5:22 remaining in the second period. Winterhawks up 3-1. Now, puck stopped. Mediano's shot. Defenseman got a piece of it. Now centering pass goes back out. Let's just try to get a shot. Weren't able to pull the trigger. Now puck rebounds out. 2-on-2 for the Winterhawks. And backhand shot stopped by Anthony Gard. Now Jacob Ryan brings it back up. Now to the front of the net. Shot's blocked by Jacob Ryan. Now he gets it out to Nolan McIntosh. And his pass just missed Mark Mediano. And puck Goes back behind the net. And now offside. Called against the Winterhawks. Get down low. Come on. Battle on the face-off circle. Winterhawks win. And Ronan Spence trying to handle it there. Now the Winterhawks grab it off him. Another 2-on-1 to the net. Tries to deke around. The puck's right there. Winterhawks trying to jam it in. And the puck went in somehow. Oh, they take a 4-1 lead now. The Waxers continue to give up the odd man rushes, and that is killing them. Not just in this game, but the past few games. They're likely getting a little fatigued now towards the end of the second period, playing with the 12 skaters. But making a lot of mistakes that are leading to these chances for the Winterhawks. Now Andrew Spence battling in the corner. It's it back behind the net for Ronan Spence. Now up to Mark Muntianu. He's unable to get it out. Now it's stopped again. Another odd man rush. Centering pass just missed. Daniel Guevara has to get it out. Winterhawks keep it in. That player holds it in the corner. And Ronan Spence takes it in the corner. Winterhawks pass it right in front, and Spence is there, gets it up to Daniel Guevara. Hits off his stick. Goalie comes out to play it. Daniel Guevara takes it and tried a centering pass, but no one there for the Waxers. Now the Hawks take the puck into the zone. The pass, shot, missed the net as it goes into the glass. Max Pochar now. Puck off the boards. Long pass through. Mark Mutine, the slap shot, and he scores! Just past the goalie, and the Waxers cut the lead to 4-2. Mark Mutine, he's been looking for that goal all year. From the point, perfectly placed slap shot, top shelf, and the goalie unable to react in time. And it's a 4-2 game with 3:09 remaining in the second. Mark Mutine with both goals in this game for the Waxers. Innis tries to get the puck back up and clamber on the blue line. Winterhawks tried to get a pass and was blocked by Max McMahon, and now penalty being called against Matthew McInnes. Slashing penalty. So Winterhawks will go on their second power play of the game. We're 1 for 1 so far. Went it back to the defenseman, and McIntosh couldn't quite take the puck off him. They control it in the corner now. Back to the D, slap shot, blocked by Andrew Spence. It goes out to Jacob Ryan. He gets a pass up and just past Nolan McIntosh. It'll go back into the corner. The goalie, a nice pass up the boards. And now Winterhawks charge into the zone 2-on-2. It to the net. Shot stopped by Anthony Gard. Still control it. Now Ronan Spence. The puck. Tries to clear it. Can't get enough on it. Winterhawks keep it in the zone. Back to the defenseman again. The slap shot. It's tipped and it's no goal. Looks like not sure what happened. It might have looked like it went in. Kind of hard to tell what happened. happened there. So 1 minute power play left for the Winterhawks. So score remains 4-2. The Winterhawks have a player right in front of the net that the Waxes didn't pick up on, but they weren't able to do it. And now the defenseman for the Winterhawks falls down. A clear breakaway. Jasper Prasad to the net. Shot, and he missed it over the crossbar. And now the Winterhawks recover, enter the zone, to the front of the net, and they score. Tell what happened there. And the goal is waved off. It hit the post. Oh, burn. It's 4-2, I think, still. Yeah, it's 4-2. Yeah, they haven't taken off the goal.
Hey, let's watch it on camera.
Oh, 5-3 now. Well, the scoreboard says 5-3, but it's actually 4-2 right now. Yeah, we'll see after. Alright, so goal didn't go in, but there was a penalty called on the play against Max McMahon, so it'll be a 25-second 5-on-3 for the Winterhawks. And then they'll be on another power play. So Winterhawks, puck, the corner. Now, pass to the other defenseman. Slap shot stopped by Anthony Gard. Now, defenseman with a couple passes, a shot, missed the net. And Matthew McInnis out of the box now as he enters the zone. And slap shot from the Hawks, and they score. So that gives them a 5-2 lead now. 56 seconds left in the second period. Hawks regain a 3-goal lead. Now, they get in towards the zone. Puck goes into the corner. Just get it up. Past Daniel Guevara. Now it goes back down the ice. As Daniel Guevara stays with him. Now he takes it in towards the net. Can't get a shot there. Another one, and just missed the net. Max Bouchard, puck in the corner. Now, McInnis, his shot just went wide. Max Bouchard gets to the puck now. Puts it back into the zone. Jacob Ryan. He's knocked down. No call on that play, and time expires in the second period. So 7 goals scored in total in this period. 5 for the Winterhawks and 2 for the Waxers, including 2 power play goals for the Winterhawks, 1 at the start and 1 at the end. So it's a 3-goal lead for Innisfil after 2 periods. To the third period of the game between the Markham Waxers and the Innisfil Winterhawks. Winterhawks right now up 5-2. Play resumes in the third period. Waxers with the puck in the zone. Ronan Spence shoots it at the side of the net. Goalie pushes it aside. Now Andrew Spence battling the boards. The Winterhawks take it out, but Logan Sikora intercepts it to drive it in towards the net. Still got it now. Over Mark McDeano, the shot. Goalie makes the save. Now back again, Logan Sikora. First toe dig through, and the Winterhawks strip him of the puck. Now get it out, and the player misplayed it. Jasper Sad tries to get back up for Logan Sikora. Now battle on the boards. Puck gets by the defenseman. Now back in the zone. Now Winterhawks taking it in towards the net. Shot there, and it goes wide. Now back into the corner, Nolan McIntosh. Over to Max McMahon, slip behind the net and over to Matthew McInnes. And pass up. Oh, McIntosh grabbed it with his hand but couldn't get it to his stick. And now 2-on-1. And Matthew McInnes dives in front to prevent the pass. The Winterhawks recover it back to the defenseman. The shot stopped by Anthony Gard. Jasper Sad tries to take it out of the zone, but the Winterhawks grab it off him. Now, up at the boards, Max Pochar hits it up to Nolan McIntosh. Now back, Andreas Santos. And stripped there. Andreas Santos battling. Max Pochar comes in now with the Winterhawks able to win the battle. Get it up the ice. And Ronan Spence turns it back around. And I guess didn't see Nolan McIntosh. It was a good passing opportunity. And the Winterhawks turn it back around again. Now stops in the corner, centering pass, right to the stick of the Winterhawks, and couldn't pull the trigger for the shot. And now tried to get it back. Vera picks it up at the center line. Now enter the zone. Shot. Rebound comes off the goalie's pads, but just past Jacob Ryan. And McInnes keeps it in the zone. Logan Sikora passes it to Jacob Ryan. Just missed it. Now on the boards, Daniel Guevara battling. Gets it to Jacob Ryan. Centering pass. Winterhawks got to it before Logan Sikora could. Now, puck bounces up. Stopped by Anthony Gard. Now Max McMahon. Stick handles his way through. And goes past him into the corner. Now the Winterhawks able to take the puck, so they break out. And poked away by Matthew McInnes. And now Winterhawks recover it again. And centering pass blocked by Matthew McInnes. Now, still battling. They have it. Driving towards the net. The shot, and they score! And that gives them a 6-2 lead. Puck on the center line, Jasper Prasad battling. Winterhawks play it back to the defenseman. And puck goes all the way back into the Waxer zone. Max Pochar has it. Passes over Andrew Spence. Now Mark Mutiano back to Max Pochar. And defenseman has it off the boards. And skips up over the glass. Ronan Spence gets it into the zone. Now puck back out. Max Poshar has it. Shoots. Goes just wide of the net. Now Waxes try to center it. The Winterhawks grab it again. Puck back. Ronan Spence sends it into the zone. And the Winterhawks break out. Hang in. Andrew Spence stays on top of him. And that shot was blocked. Mark Mutienu grabs it up the boards. He shoots it at the net. Goalie stops it, pushes it away. And puck back out to the center line. Max McMahon to his partner Matthew McInnes. And almost led to a breakaway for the Winterhawks. Now Matthew McInnes enters the zone. He shoots. Goalie got a piece of it. Matthew McInnes ends it back out. And McIntosh, it's a shot. Now Daniel Guevara shoots it wide. And puck fired all the way back. Winterhawks put behind the net as he circles around. Back around behind the net. Hawks player stick handling. Centering pass goes out to the boards. And a big hit by Daniel Guevara. And behind the net. McMahon fires it up along the glass. And slap shot. Looked like Anthony Garber's screen. He's able to stop it. And that shot there went wide. Now Nolan McIntosh. Puck in the corner, goes out. Defenseman with a shot. Glove save made by Anthony Gard. Winterhawks win the draw. Shot was blocked. Max Poshar tries to get it up for Jasper Prasad, but the Winterhawks able to cut it off. Now Logan Sikora turns it around, passes it now to Jasper Prasad. He shoots. Goalie makes the glove save. Waxers win it back. Andrew Spence passes it now to Logan Sikora. Now Max Poshar battling behind the net. Hawks grab it now as puck goes out to the blue line. Now Andrew Spence back with it. Looks like he's going on the rush. Gets it over to Max Poshar. He's knocked aside. Winterhawks battle in the corner. They get it out. Ronan Spence grabs it. Tries to get it in towards the front of the net. Does, and the goalie covers up the puck. Wax with the shot, rebound. Guevara, a couple shots there. The goalie made the save and now skips past the defenseman. Now Matthew McInnes able to get back. Shot stopped by Anthony Gard. Like a few words exchanged there. A couple of the players on either team. Linesman stops play for some reason. Waxes win it back. Max McMahon puts it up through. In the neutral zone, the Winterhawks trying to get it back. McInnes picks picks it up off the boards. Now Daniel Guevara and Jacob Ryan chips it forward. Now back at the center line, Matthew McInnes fires it into the zone. Waxers skate in. Daniel Guevara tries to get there. And Jacob Ryan stops it, gets it back to the front. Mark McGeehan with a shot. It's tipped over the crossbar. Now Winter Hawks break through, and Mark McGeehan, a nice job to turn around. He's knocked down hard. Now Daniel Guevara has it in the corner. Man tries to get it out, and the puck's driven back into the other corner. Matthew McInnes skates over to get it. Winter Hawks play it back behind the net. McMahon gets there. The boards, Daniel Guevara. And he stays on his feet as the checking Winter Hawk went down. Matthew McInnes, the boards, picked up by the Winter Hawks. Some battling there. Now Jacob Ryan grabs the puck. And Guevara has it back to Jacob Ryan, 2-on-2. Goes past the defenseman, gets it to the net, and the goalie stops play. Now, puck on the crease, and it goes back out. Waxers can't get a shot there, and the Winter Hawks take it back behind the net. And Max Pochar, the corner, and sent behind the net. Jasper Prasad goes to grab it. Winter Hawks player gets there first, tries to get it out of the zone. Battles back into the corner. And puck gets out to the Winter Hawks. Now it's a 2-on-1. Picks up the pass, the shot, saved by Anthony Gard. Now puck on the face-off circle. Winter Hawks can get a shot there. And it's out to Logan Sikora. Tries to play it through to Daniel Guevara. Sent back now. Jacob Ryan passes to Logan Sikora. Angles through, and Winter Hawks cleared it back. And then Spence sends it in behind the net. Winter Hawks get it out and around. And Spence. And the play is stopped. Waxes win it back. McInnes tries to get it up to Max Pochar. The Winter Hawks push it back into the zone. Looks like man sends it behind the net. Winter Hawks pick it up though. And nice check by Max Pochar. He passes it up the boards. Back to the Winter Hawks D. Max McMahon tries to drive up the boards. Now Jasper Prasad tried to get it through. And McInnes poke checks the puck off him. Slap shot, stopped by Anthony Gard. Max McMahon trying to get it back up. And Winter Hawks turn it around. Shot's blocked. And still recover it. They go back to the corner in front of the net, and they score. Out the pass right to the stick of that player who put it in. Winter Hawks take a 7-2 lead. Now puck goes back, Ronan Spence. It up through to Jacob Ryan. Now Now over to Daniel Guevara. He shoots. Goalie makes the blocker save. Now, puck sent in behind the net. Jacob Ryan. This is it over to Daniel Guevara. He's got it in the corner. Winterhawks try to get it out. Roman Spence keeps it in. Just to get it back for Daniel Guevara. Now Jacob Ryan grabs it. It's to Logan Sikora. Now to Andrew Spence. He shoots. And the goalie reaches out to make the glove save. Win it back. Matthew McKinnis' shot is tipped by the Winterhawks, goes into the corner. Now Winterhawks battle it up the neutral zone. In front of the net, between Matthew McKinnis' feet, he tries to clear it out. Winterhawks send it back in the corner. And the Winterhawks pick it up, drive to the front of the net, shot, stopped by Anthony Gard, and they put it in. Waxers look simply exhausted at this point. Winterhawks gonna pass out the boards. As McMahon gets it back out to the blue line. Now Winterhawks re-enter the zone. Now battling with the Waxes. Jacob Ryan gets it up now. Nolan McIntosh 2-on-1 with Logan Sikora. Just pass through. Logan Sikora picks it up, the shot, and they score. And Logan Sikora with the goal off the pass from Nolan McIntosh. He's able to sneak it just past the goalie. And that makes it 8-3. 3:13 left in the game. Now, puck still on the face-off circle. Daniel Guevara takes it now. It's checked into the boards, it's still going. Now taken down. Jacob Ryan battles on the boards, gets a shot. Goalie pushes it aside. Now Roman Spence battling, and puck sent back now. Andrew Spence fires it into the zone. Waxes change. Guevara knocked down again. And the Winterhawks to the zone. Andrew Spence stays in front of him, knocks it off. Roman Spence just to take it. It goes across over Daniel Guevara. And a shot from Andrew Spence. Just blocked right on the crease, and Wax has got a shot there, and the goalie covered it. Pass back, Matthew McKinnis' shot just went wide. And Hawks D with the puck now as they break out. Play it back now, and it goes back out of past the blue line. Now, Winterhawks play it up through the neutral zone, 3-on-2. Matthew McKinnis checks it off him, and now misplayed it there. The Winterhawks shot missed the net. Logan Sikora tries to get it to Max Koshar. Now they all fall into the boards. And the Waxes knock the puck off him. Knock him down too in the process. And the Winterhawks keep it in the zone. And now McInnis pushes it through to Nolan McIntosh, one-on-one to the net, and he's pushed off the puck. Now checked hard into the boards. Logan Sikora tries to get a centering pass, but it was picked up by the Winterhawks. Go back down the ice. Puck's on the blue line now. Jacob Ryan is battling for it. Now Winterhawks take it into the zone. And shot there. Goes out in front. Anthony Gard tries to cover it. Winterhawks shot is blocked by the Waxes in front. Another centering pass right there. And now Anthony Gard has it. 45 seconds left in the third period. Winterhawks in the face-off. The shot was blocked by the Waxers. Daniel Rivera tries to get through. It's checked mid-ice. And the puck taken back into the zone. Winterhawks grab it. And Andrew Spence takes it in behind the net. Now up the boards. Battling. Puck's into the corner now. Ronan Spence stays with him. Battling. Time winding down in the third period. That player couldn't get the shot away. Daniel Guevara sends it back behind the net. Now Winterhawks pick it up in the corner. Sent back out into the neutral zone. That ends the game. The Winterhawks win it 8-3. The final score. So ended up being a bit of a lopsided game. Waxers looked plain exhausted at the end, but still scored 3 goals, which still looking to have a game where they score more than 3 goals this year. So you can see they just kind of got tired. No goals in the first period, and then 7 in the second. It was 5-2 at that point. The Wax had quite a few good chances to get even more goals in that period. And then third period was when it kind of started to get away. Winterhawks went from 5-2 to 8-2. The Waxes did get one back, to their credit, near the end of the game, even deadly tired like they were. So Winterhawks win this one 8-3 over the Markham Waxers. So thank you for watching Markham Waxers hockey, and I will see you in the next game of the season.